What's good with y'all niggas, man? It's your boy Lotto, and we back, man. I know it's been a few days, but been a little busy. I've been working the past couple days. Couldn't really get y'all no videos, but we back now, and we here. Miami, Boston, man. Miami, Boston. That was a great series. I'm not gonna lie. I was one game off. I had Boston winning in 6. But we all know, like I said last video, Jimmy Butler turned into LeBron James in the Garden. Went off. Had to delay the series a little one game, but Celtics still got it done. Celtics still handled business. Did what I said they was gonna do. Couple things I want to talk about from that game. One, Tyler Herro not playing. Now, Tyler Herro was injured. He missed like the past 3-4 games in the series, but I don't understand why he only played like 5 minutes. He only played, I think, 5-6 minutes in Game 7, which I don't understand why. Like, if you're going to come back, you might as well just kept sitting down, bro. If you're going to come back, like, what's the point of that? Or I don't know if it's his fault or the Heat organization. I don't know if it was up to him or up to somebody in the Heat's front office that wanted him to sit, but five minutes is not gonna do it, man. He's their other like reliable scorer. Besides Jimmy Butler, he's really the one that goes and gets a bucket at will whenever he wants and can create for himself. So I don't see why he didn't just stick it out and play a little more. It's Game 7, season was on the line, but I guess it's not what in the Heat's plans. But he definitely would have helped out. Bam Adebayo. I've been saying this the past few games, but I'm gonna say it again because the series is over now, and this is really a big reason why Miami couldn't come out on top. Bam got locked up again. Whether it's Al Horford, Robert Williams, they're too big and too strong for Bam. Bam's game is inside. He can't shoot. His mid-range isn't there. He's not looking to shoot the ball. All his points, if he goes to score, is gonna be in the paint. Al Horford and Robert Williams was on that shit. They was not letting him get nothing inside. They was walling up, keeping a wide, firm stance, and Bam couldn't get past them. And if he did, you know Robert Williams is a shot blocker. Al Horford is a veteran. He can get up there. They wasn't having it. Bam could not get nothing. So that really messed up Miami. Bam not really being a threat offensively, not being able to do anything on the offensive end. That really messed things up. Jimmy Butler really had to do a lot of carrying. Like, if it wasn't for Jimmy getting those 40 balls, Jimmy going off, Jimmy being a dog like he is, Miami probably would have been out of there in 4 or 5. So let's give Jimmy Butler a lot of credit. I honestly think Miami should get another big. I don't think Bam Adebayo can be your 5. He's not big enough. You saw in the finals 2 years ago in the bubble when they played the Lakers, Anthony Davis was having his way, doing whatever he wanted. Bam couldn't stop it. You see, last year, in first round, they get swept by Milwaukee, 4-0. First or second, I don't remember which round it was, but they got swept 4-0. What happened? Giannis getting his way, doing whatever the fuck he wanted in the paint. 40s, 20 rebounds, everything. This year, Boston, Rob Williams, Al Horford, locking him up. Like, he's not big enough. He's too small. Bam's more of a 4, more of a point forward guy. He can't be your starting 5. He need to go after Joel Embiid. Him and Jimmy Butler clearly miss playing together. They need to make that happen. Or get somebody, my nigga. Somebody. Get another big. Have Bam play the 4 or something. Bam at the 5, play the whole game is not it. It's not going to work. All right? Maybe in the regular season, first round, second round, that will work. It's not going to happen come finals. Miami needs to figure something out. And Bam needs to put in some work in the offseason. Alright. So that we're off that game. Now let's talk about Golden State and Boston, because that's the finals. That's going to happen. Let me hear y'all predictions. Let me know in the comments. Send them to me in my DM. All that. Let me know what y'all think, Miami or Boston. I got dubs. Golden State. I got dubs in 6. I won't disrespect Boston. I'm not going to say 5-4 like some niggas been saying. I'm going to give Boston 2. Maybe even 3. It might go to 7. But I think Golden State is too experienced. I think Boston might fall short. They're going to play hard and do well, but I think they might fall short just because of that experience and that longevity. Boston has had a tough time. Like, they've been going through a tough playoffs. They had to deal with KD and Kyrie in the first round. They had to deal with Giannis, arguably the best player in the league, second round, and now they had to go through Miami. Jimmy Butler going off, Miami being the best seed in the East. They had a rough finals, and now they got to go against Steph, Clay, and the Warriors and all of them. Like, they had a rough playoffs. So not only is Boston going to be tired, but Golden State is more rested and has more experience. So I think Boston's going to fall a little short. But they're knocking right at the door. From here on out, every year, Boston's going to be a threat. Boston's going to be a contender. The fact that they get to taste the finals, even though they probably won't win, the fact that they get to taste the finals this year is going to be very good for them. But I think the key factors for, well, I won't say factors because I could go on all day about factors. But the key factor for the Celtics is Marcus Smart. Marcus Smart, and me and my stephouse was talking about this yesterday. Marcus Smart is the key factor for Boston because we all know the Celtics is going to key on Curry. And who are they going to have on Curry? Marcus Smart, Defensive Player of the Year, guard. So if Marcus Smart can find a way to not lock Curry up, because Curry's not getting locked up. Curry's going to score, do what he does. But if he can limit Curry to not going off for like 30, 40, and if he can limit him to shooting probably like 35% from the three instead of 40, and maybe 39, 40% from the field instead of 45, 50. If he can limit him to missing some shots and not going off like he normally does, and at the same time, on the offensive end, he hits his threes and scores a little bit, it's going to help Boston out tremendously. Especially in Boston, because we know how it gets in the Garden. So I think he's going to be the key for the Celtics. Golden State, I think the key is Jordan Poole. Jordan Poole is the key, because like I said, Celtics are going to build their defense around Curry and Clay. They're going to try to stop them running around, them getting their shots. So if Jordan Poole can come in and do what he did against Denver, hitting his threes, getting to the basket at will, using his speed, his athleticism to get past people and score, that's going to help a lot because that's going to make up for the difference for Curry not going off. If Curry only gets 20, 25, Jordan Poole gets 15, 20, that's going to make up that difference. And also, if Jordan Poole is going off, the Celtics are going to have no choice but to worry about him as well and send defense at him as well. So that's going to take the load off, take a little bit of pressure off Curry. So, and then Curry can start going off. Clay can start hitting his shots. Everything will open up. Poole is the key because if Boston does a really good job on defense and do what they're supposed to do and limit Curry and Clay, Jordan Poole would come in and open that right up. Literally. So those are the two keys. Also, I think Draymond is a big key too because we know Draymond is going to be on either Tatum or Brown, most likely Tatum. So his defense is going to be very key. Tatum and Brown obviously are keys. Tatum and Brown are going to have to do what they do. They're going to have to show up on the offense and defensive side. At least 20, 25 a game from both of them. And they're going to have to lock up. Boston's defense is going to be their key. Their defense has been helping them all year round. Them being the best defensive team in the league, them being very well coached defensively, and them running their schemes to a perfection, getting out the shooters, switching on everything, that's going to have to come out the most against Golden State. Because we all know Golden State does not stop running. Golden State, they have constant movement of the basketball. Any little break you take, any little time you go on your heels, the tray is going up. It's going up, bro. You blink and you blink twice and lose Curry for a second, it's going up. Curry, Clay, it's going up. So you can't sleep. Yeah, Boston plays defense. They've been proving that they're the best defensive team in the league, but now is when y'all gotta show up. Now y'all gotta lock in and buckle down for real. I'm telling you. Because, bro, any little mistake, any little slip up is going the fuck up. And it's Trey. Golden State counts by 3. So you can't slip up, bro. They don't count by 2. Every other team counts by 2, 4, 6. Golden State 3, 6, 9. Like, come on, bro. You really gotta be on it with these niggas. So they better not sleep. But yeah, that's what. We're not gonna talk too much about the series. We got a lot of basketball to watch. So let's just let it play out. Game 1 is tomorrow. Let's see how it is. We off that. Next thing I wanted to talk about, does Steph, while we're on Golden State, let's talk about Steph. Now, this question's been going around the past like week or 2, is circling around the media. Does Steph need a Finals MVP to solidify his legacy? Honestly, I don't think he does. But if he does, it will place him higher in the ranks. I think Steph Curry's legacy is already solidified. The fact that he changed the game forever. Steph Curry is the reason why the league is how it is today. A lot of people say the league is watered down. People only shoot threes. Nobody is gritty anymore. Nobody is aggressive anymore. Everyone just tries to work on their shot and hit trades. That's because of Steph Curry. Teams around the league completely changed their play style and changed their motives on offense. Now everyone's trying to get a three. Now everyone is trying to get the best shot possible. Before it was everyone trying to get the best play, everyone trying to get the best bucket. Now it's everyone trying to get the best shot possible. Every team is shooting multiple threes. Back like a couple years ago, it was rare to see a team shoot 20, 25 threes a game. Now that's normal. It's like weird if a team don't shoot 20, 25 threes. All that is because of Steph Curry. He literally changed the game forever. Steph Curry gave little people, small guards like me, 6'1", 6'2", Steph Curry gave us a chance. Steph Curry gave us motivation. Steph Curry brought a whole new generation, a whole new era of basketball to the game. You don't have to be 6'6", 250 to be in the NBA no more. You don't gotta be able to windmill 360 dunk, drive to the basket on anybody to be a good player anymore. You don't have to be mad big rebound anymore. Now you can be little, you can be skinny, 6 foot 6'1" like me, work on your handle and work on your shot, and have an unguardable shot, a consistent shot, and be successful in the league. That's all because of Steph Curry. He literally changed the whole entire game. He has to be one of the greatest just off that right there. And on top of that, he has so many other accolades. He has 2 MVPs. One of them is unanimous. First unanimous MVP ever. The boy's about to get his 4th ring. He just got a conference finals MVP. He shattered the 3-point record and still has a lot of years to come. A lot of years to further that gap of his shooting records. He's been to the finals how many times? He changed Golden State basketball. Who was Golden State after Wilt left? Who was Golden State until Steph got there? Niggas didn't even know about Golden State. He lifted that franchise up. Not to mention Finals MVP. That's only one series, bro. If you really want to think about it, it's really only one series. So it's easy for one player to stand out in that series and get the award. That award doesn't mean they was the best player. It just means who stood out, who had a little bit of impact. And let's be honest, when they beat the Cavs the first time in 2015, I think, and Iguodala won MVP, Steph Curry should have won that shit. And he could have easily won that shit. Iguodala averaged like 16, 5 rebounds, and probably like 2 steals. Because that was a big part of him getting the MVP was his defense. Curry averaged 26 and like 7 assists and like 4 rebounds. Like, Curry could have easily got that, and he should have. So I don't hold that Finals MVP shit against him because he could have got one. And the brother has done so much for the game of basketball and has so many other achievements. Like, that's such a little thing compared to his resume. Like my nigga Kendrick Perkins said. My nigga KP said, yo, Steph Curry's resume is longer than the Memorial Day weekend we just had, my nigga. It's true though, bro. Like, how you gonna hold the Finals MVP against my boy? He been doing so much. Like, Curry's that nigga, man. You don't need no Finals MVP to solidify his legacy. But like I said, it will help him because he's already an all-time great. But people still iffy. They don't know if they should put him as the best point guard ever or top 10 player of all time. That Finals MVP will solidify that, and niggas really can't say nothing about him being top 10 or 1 or 2 in the ranks of best point guard ever. If he gets that Finals MVP, that's going to be the last straw right there. And he's going to have his 4th ring, bro? Come on. Yeah, we off that. We off Steph. Next topic. Is this Golden State's last shot at the title? I do not think so. I think Golden State can keep being contention. I don't see why not. Steph, Clay, and Dre, they still look like they're at the tops of their game. They still got at least probably like 2, 3, 4 years of them being really dominant and them playing the same way that they do now. Golden State is a deep-ass team. They have, like I said, crazy experience. They got one of the best coaches. I don't see how. And, like I said, they count by 3. And their play style is unguardable. and they're the only ones that can hit threes at such a high clip and so consistent. So I don't see how they can't be contenders for the next 3-4 years. You could never count Golden State out. They could easily win 1 or 2 more chips. They could win this one, and I think in the next 2 years they could probably win another one. Easy. Their play style's not going to change. The roster's not going to change. And people aren't going to figure out how to guard them. Like, it's not... Don't get me wrong, though. Golden State does go against some injuries, and next year and going forward, a lot of teams are going to be healthier, stronger, and Golden State's not going to have as easy path to the championship because teams are going to be back to their normal selves. You got the Clippers next year; they're going to be back to themselves. You got the Denver Nuggets; they're going to be healthy again next year. Dallas and Utah is probably going to pick up some pieces to make them stronger. Like, teams is only going to get better. So the Warriors are. I'm not saying it's going to be easy for them, but you can never count Golden State out. They got probably the best point guard ever. They got 2 of the best shooters ever, and they have experience. And the play style is too much, bro. Like, Golden State can never be counted out. I think they could easily win two championships in the next 4 years, easy. I'm not saying it will, but they can. You can't say this is the last shot they have. Hell no. Like, a lot of people say they need to seize this opportunity and win this year, because if not, they're not going to win again. That's cap. Golden State is always going to be a threat. But next year, I got Clippers winning it all. Just saying. Next thing I want to talk about, people switching the narrative on Kevin Durant. Listen, we already spoke about KD last video, but I wanted to say something again about KD because I thought about something. People are so funny in the media, bro. Do you see what they're trying to say now? Now they're trying to say, should KD have regretted leaving Golden State? Did KD need the Warriors to win? Did KD make the biggest mistake in NBA history by leaving Golden State and going to Brooklyn? Warriors could have had 8 titles in 10 years, 7 titles in 11 years if KD stayed there, been one of the most dominant franchises. KD made a mistake. KD could have been this, that. That is so funny to me, bro. Last night, I was literally watching Swagoo and Perk, and they're my niggas. I love Swagoo and Perk. That's my favorite podcast. But I heard Swagoo saying, oh, KD listened to narratives, and KD listened to the media, and he made the wrong decision by leaving Golden State when he could have built a dynasty and won 8 or 7 championships, and nobody could have said nothing about them being unfair. Bro, that is so fucking corny, bro. How are y'all gonna come out when KD goes to Golden State, he wins 2 chips, niggas say, oh, it's not fair, obviously it's impossible to beat them, KD's rings don't count, KD's legacy won't be solidified until he leaves Golden State and wins somewhere else and wins his own ring. Now KD goes to Brooklyn, tries to get his own legacy, tries to get his own ring, and niggas are saying he made a mistake and he shouldn't have left Golden State. And should he regret leaving the Warriors? You see how fucking funny the media is, bro? You see how funny the fucking media is. And KD, if you watching this, my nigga, don't listen to them bitch ass niggas, bro. Because I just broke it down, bro. There's nothing you can do. Either way, you're gonna lose and they're gonna be on your head. You go to Golden State, you win 2 chips, they say it's not fair. Golden State is too good. KD's weak for going there. There's no way they can lose with KD on the squad. KD's gonna have to leave, and KD needs to win his own ring for people to take him serious and for him to win a real ring. Now he goes to Brooklyn. He's trying to get his own ring, trying to build his own legacy with Kyrie. Last year against Milwaukee, if his feet wasn't too big and his foot wasn't on line, they would have probably won the chip. And they still can win the chip. And now niggas are saying, oh, he shouldn't have left Golden State. He made one of the biggest mistakes in NBA history. Golden State could have been a dynasty. KD's going to be remembered as the person that left Steph Curry to play with Kyrie and not win anything. Like, y'all fucking clowns, bro. Y'all clowns, bro. Y'all are fucking clowns. Fuck all y'all niggas, bro. Y'all don't know what y'all talking about. Y'all switched up the narrative. Y'all want to see KD lose, and y'all got a vendetta against that man, bro. It's fake. Pick one, bro. Was Golden State unfair? Do his rings not count? Or did he make a bad mistake leaving the Warriors? Should have stayed in the Warriors. Pick one. Y'all didn't want him in Golden State before. Y'all said that was unfair. Now that he's in Brooklyn and 2 years go by, he don't win the championship, y'all say he should have stayed there. And the Warriors should have kept him. And it was stupid for him to leave. Like, pick one, bro. Pick one. I'm done with that rant, though, my nigga. Last thing I wanted to talk about, because this video is long already, and I'm about to get it off. Should James Harden get the max? To be honest with you, I don't think James Harden should get the max. I'm not saying he don't deserve it, because he does deserve it. James Harden, he's another one that changed the game. That patented step back move. You see niggas constantly doing that step back. He made that step back prevalent in one of the main moves in today's game and unguardable. And people forget that Houston was probably the team that got the closest to beating Golden State with KD. Like, Houston with Harden, Mike D'Antoni, like, they was a really good team. Golden State was really the only team that was in their way. They could have got a chip too. And Harden, we already know what he did. Harden got an MVP. Should have got 3 in a row. He got robbed 1 year by Giannis. He should have went back to back. The nigga averaged 35 for a season. He was scoring at will. Now, we know what James Harden did in the past. James Harden is that dude. So, yeah, he definitely deserves the match based off what he did, like Pat Bev said. But you can't give him that max contract because the way he played this year, he was a little lazy, overweight, and he wasn't the same. I think if you give him that max, he's going to stay comfortable. Going to feel like he really don't got to really do nothing, and he's going to stay the same. But if you don't give him that money and you give him a little lower contract, he's going to be motivated and show why he deserves it. So that's going to make him play to his best potential, and he's going to get his body in the best potential. He's going to start working out. He's going to be skinny again. He's going to be the best James Harden he can because he's going to show the world why he deserves it and prove niggas wrong. But if you give him that max, you don't listen to what everybody say, and you just go off based on what he did in the past, then he's going to feel like he's solidified. No one can tell him nothing, and they see that vision in him, so he is going to be comfortable and relaxed, and you can't have that. So I think James Harden needs a little more motivation. I think James Harden needs to be pushed, and you're going to do that by not giving him that deal, bro. And don't get me wrong, if you don't get that deal, another team will give Harden that max in a heartbeat. A team that needs to get some wins, a team that needs a star, but he's not going to win with them. He's not going to get a max deal from a team that is close to contending for a championship. He wants a championship, so he's going to stay with Philly or go to a team that's contenders, and they're not going to give him no max. So Harden got some figuring out to do, and he needs to come back next season like the James Harden we all remember. But I could talk to y'all all day. This shit almost pushing 25 minutes. I don't want to be too much. We're going to say some shit for the next video. I love y'all, man. I missed y'all, and we out. Let's go, man.